Good morning, my dear students. Today, in geography, we are going to continue the same chapter, that is climate. And in our yesterday's lecture, we have studied about the mechanism of monsoon, and in that, we have seen the monsoon are experienced in the tropical area roughly between 20 degrees north and 20 degrees south. And to understand this mechanism, we have studied about the differential heating and cooling of land and water, then the shift of the position of intertropical conversion zone, then the presence of high pressure areas east to Madagascar. The Tibetan plateau gets intensively heated during the summers, and the movement of westerly jet streams to the north of the Himalayas and the presence of tropical easterly jet streams over the Indian peninsula during the summers. And then we have studied about the onset of the monsoon and the withdrawal. And today we are going to study about the seasons. Children, the monsoon type of climate is characterized by the distinct seasonal pattern. The weather conditions greatly change from one season to other. These changes are particularly noticeable in the interior parts of the country. Children, the coastal area do not experience much variation in temperature, though there is a variation in rainfall pattern. Then how many seasons are experienced in our country? Children, there are four main seasons can be identified in India, and they are the cold weather season, the hot weather season, the advancing monsoon and the retreating monsoon with some regional variations. Once again, I am repeating the rhythm of seasons. They are cold weather, hot weather, southwest monsoon or advancing monsoon and retreating monsoon. Now children, let us discuss each of them individually. Now let's start with cold weather season or winter. Children, the cold weather season begins from mid-November in northern India and stays till February. Once again, listen this children. The cold weather seasons begins from mid-November in northern India and stays till February. December and January are the coldest month in the northern part of the India. The temperature decreases from south to north. The average temperature of Chennai on the eastern coast is between 24 degree to 25 degrees Celsius, while in the northern plains it ranges between 10 degree to 15 degrees Celsius. Days are warm and nights are cold. Frost is common in the north and the higher slopes of the Himalayas experiences snowfall. During this season, the northeast trade winds prevail over the country. Children, listen this once again. During winters, the northeast trade winds prevail in our country. They blow from land to sea, and hence for most part of the country it is dry season. Why it is dry season, children? Because they flow from land to sea. Some amount of rainfall occurs on the Tamil Nadu coast from these winds, as here they blow from sea to land. Children, in the northern part of the country, a feeble high pressure region develops with light winds moving outwards from this area. Influenced by relief, these winds blow through the Ganga valley from the west and the northwest. The weather is normally marked by clear sky, low temperatures and low humidity and feeble variable winds. A characteristic feature of the cold weather season over the northern plains is the inflow of cyclonic disturbance from the west and the northwest. These low pressure systems originate over the Mediterranean Sea and the Western Asia and move into India. Along with the westerly flow, they cause the much needed winter rains over the plains and snowfall in the mountains. Although the total amount of the winter rainfall, locally known as Mawat, is small, they are of immense importance for the cultivation of Rabi crop. The peninsular region does not have a well-defined cold season. There is hardly any noticeable seasonal change in temperature pattern during winter due to the moderating influence of the sea. Now, hot weather season. Due to apparent northward movement of the sun, the global heat belt shift northward. So, from March to May, it is hot weather season in India. Children, the influence of the shifting of the heat belt can be seen clearly from temperature recording taken during the March to May at different latitudes. In March, the highest temperature is about 38 degrees Celsius recorded on the Deccan Plateau. In April, temperature in Gujarat and Madhya Pradesh are found 42 degrees Celsius. In May, temperature of 45 degrees Celsius is common in the northwestern part of the country. In peninsular India, temperature remains lower due to the moderating influence of the oceans. The summer months experience rising temperature and falling air pressure in the northern part of the country. Children, listen this once again. The summer months experience rising temperature and falling air pressure in the northern part of the country. Towards the end of the May, an elongated low pressure area developed in the region extending from Thar Desert to the northwest to Patna and Chota Nagpur Plateau in the east and the southeast. Circulation of air begins to set in around this trough. Children, a striking feature of hot weather season is the loo. Now what is loo? These are strong, gusty, hot, dry winds blowing during the day over the north and the northwestern India. Sometimes they even continue until late in the evening. Direct exposure of these winds may even prove to be fatal. Dust storms are very common during the month of May in the northern India. These storms bring temporary relief as they lower the temperature and may bring light rain and cool breeze. This is also the season for localized thunderstorms associated with violent winds, torrential downpours, often accompanied by hails. In West Bengal, these storms are also known as Kal Baisakhi. Towards the close of the summer season, pre-monsoon showers are common, especially in Kerala and Karnataka. They help in the early ripening of the mangoes and are often referred as mango shower. That's all for today, children. Thank you and have a nice day.